savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about front. I'm gonna put once. Trying to tell me bear with me. She said she ain't trying to LSC. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. So much we got synced up. What this pink stuff is gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me. Ain't been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag. I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing.
From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's a 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down with Akers. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the
Jackson now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jackson sacked.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
3. Raiders nothing.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A gain of 5.
The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 19 carries, 79 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Raider first down, 17 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This to Jarwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Jarwin. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 49-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Connor. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
At the 46-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, Connor takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going to run it with Murray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Browns 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run this with Akers. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
To throw again. Jackson. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, Akers hit, he coughs it up. And the Raiders have recovered.
Ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Las Vegas.
Offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This one into the hands of Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On the run is Connor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Again, it's Stafford. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back.
6-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
You know, I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them on that fake.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. You're right, and obviously it worked out. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
It's
2nd and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
They run with Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice job there. If you overthink it, understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially with...
AT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Akers. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Here's Connor.
2-yard line.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4 yards. And the Raider first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He's got Burton here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
35-yard line.
Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 27-17, the final, a 10-point margin. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. John Brown, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Stafford. And this one's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, Stafford.
Yards to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35.
A gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's letting it fly. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start with a give to Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Stafford.
I know we can't hear.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
I like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a run with Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brought down by Javon Hargrave. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie our score at 14. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, a give to Connor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The tackle made by Kevin King. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford underneath to the tight end Burton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
8 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run here with Connor. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Stafford now to throw.
At the 21-yard line.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Connor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have moved out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Jackson on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
again, it'll be Akers. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here comes Nelson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now here come the Raiders. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Stafford. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, a run with Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready. 250.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? And it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the ground, it's Akers. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Raiders 21.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. down by a field goal. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Past the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing by 4. A little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Devin McCourty there defensively.
Here's Jackson. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Again, Jackson. Out to the right here to Shepard. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL.